Hey guys. Okay, for real, I am so freaking pumped up about this. I just sat and wrote like notes and notes and notes to share with y'all. I got one more came to my mind as I was like hitting start. I was like, oh, I need to write this down or I will forget it. And I've already forgot it. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into this for the simple fact that this is going to be a little bit longer Zoom than I normally do. There's probably going to be two parts to this. So if you are watching it on Instagram and it just like randomly cuts off, go find part number two. Um, if you have questions, y'all are welcome to post them in the chat. However, I am like super OCD. So probably what I'll do is after I'm done with like a section, then I'll check the chat to see for questions. So I'm not going to actually get them as they come in. First off, my name is Tanya Johnson. I am almost a double diamond, like almost a freaking double diamond. It is just if you've ever been like on the cusp of a promotion, like that is where my team is at. It is stressful and scary, but it's also like things are just kind of coming together. Um, I say all that to say I have been in this. I just hit my 3 year mark, guys, and I am not yet a double diamond. However, I am basically making double diamond money. So don't think that you've got to hit a certain rank to be successful. Um, Also, don't think that you have to hit it within a certain time frame because one of the first things I'm going to tell you is you will never even reach like I don't know, a little bit of success if you do not take quitting off the table. I don't care if you've been in this for 4 months. What is going on? I don't care if you've been in this for 4 months or you've been in this for 4 years. If you still in the back of your mind are saying things like, oh, this is hard. I don't know if this is for me. Why is it getting so hard? You haven't taken quitting off the table yet. And it is evident to everybody, including your potential. So that is going to be a huge reason why you're not signing distributors. This whole Zoom is on how to recruit distributors. So if you are brand new, like you don't even know how to get a fast start bonus yet, I'm just going to cover that super fast. To get a fast start bonus, you sign up a distributor and you train them to get their own 4 customers. Or, okay, technically it's 2 customers with a total of 150 BV. So it really depends on what the customers buy, but it has to be a minimum of 2 and a minimum of 150 BV. So if you're, let's say, I'm just going to use Savannah as an example because I see her face on here. Let's say I sign up Savannah. She signs 2 customers her first night. They each order hair, skin, and nails, so 60 BV. I do not get that $100 bonus because it is not the right amount of volume. Now, let's say blank slate, I sign her up and her mom orders $200 worth of products. She has over 150 BV, but now she doesn't have 2 customers. So it has to be at least 2 customers and at least 150 BV. All of the trainings say that. The reason I'm emphasizing this, I can't tell you how many people get mad because they think they got that $100 bonus, the time limit's up, and oh no, like you had the right amount of customers, but you didn't do your homework because every one of my trainings that I send you in the very beginning, like it's evident. Get those first 4 customers, and there's a reason that we say 4. So yeah, so that is how to get a fast start bonus. I think I just saw a chat that goes along with that. That is actually a really good point. Okay, just kidding, not what I saw. So yeah, so anyways, get the fast start bonus. Now, if you are the distributor that has been enrolled, not the one that did the enrolling. So for example, Savannah gets her 4 customers on her own. I don't give her any of them. She has 150 BV. She finds out, oh man, you got a $100 bonus for all the work that I did. No, I got the $100 bonus for the work that I did. Who do you think taught you how to get those 4 customers? Because you didn't come into this knowing what to do. So do not look at it like, oh man, I'm just making money for other people. Okay, if you have that kind of mindset, you need to get out the door right now because that is not the kind of company that you've joined. This company, we're paid on our own work. That's why when I sign up a customer my own self, I get 15% for the retail, or just kidding, for the loyal customer. If I sign you up as a distributor and you sign up a customer, you get 15%. I get either 5 or 10% depending on where you are in my chart. You get paid more for your work than I get paid for your work. And in my opinion, that's how every company should do it. You should not be paid on the work of your distributors being paid more than what they're paid. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, so I'll repeat it. But you signing up a customer, you're paid on that customer more than I am. Just like me teaching you how to sign up customers, I am paid for that work. Now you're paid also, but you're paid the percentages of what the people order. I'm paid for the freaking hours of work I put into training you. So don't get it twisted. No one is getting paid off of your work. We're just getting paid to do our jobs and help you make money. That's something that really irks me when people have that mindset. And probably the reason it irks me is because I had that mindset. I was very much like, you know, I'm not going to help other people make money and they're just getting paid off of my work, because I did not understand the comp plan. So if you're green, go watch the comp plan video. If you don't have it, go message your upline. Guarantee they know where it's at, and it will explain the entire comp plan to you. So all that to say, if you're brand new, again, this is all about enrolling distributors. However, you do not have to enroll distributors to make money with this business. Some of you guys are scared to death to push the business. You just want to get customers. You want to make a good money getting customers. Now, it depends on what you consider good money, but you can make on average $3,000 a month just signing up customers. We have what's called a car bonus. Go to your eSuite, look up document library. Like, that is on you to go figure out how to get that, because that's not what this Zoom is about. But by the time you earn that car bonus, and it's not an actual car, like it's just cash on your check. I don't know why they call it a car bonus, but you can use it toward whatever you want. It's $600 a month. So that's like more than a car payment. I don't know why it's called a car bonus. But by the time you earn that car bonus, you are averaging about $3,000 a month without signing one distributor. So again, this is not a company where you are paid to go mass recruit people and never talk to them again. This is a company where we are product-based, that you make your money off of helping people get healthy. That is it. Signing distributors is like the icing on the cake. And I think it's important because I very much have a passion of helping other people make money, because I was in a position where I wasn't making any money. But you can make very good money just signing up customers. So personally, I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to sign distributors, but that's my opinion. I'm a red. I'm very strong in what I believe. So if you're someone that doesn't want to sign distributors, don't sign distributors. Go sign customers and get that car bonus. And I guarantee by the time you get it, you're going to catch the vision and be like, oh, maybe I should start signing distributors. So I've seen people work for it, and then they decide, oh, maybe I should go ahead and get those distributors and get those $100 bonuses also. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story, because if you did not see my daughter's Easter basket, I just posted it in all the team pages. If you're watching this on YouTube, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, and that's fine. But I was able to go out and spend a ridiculous amount of money on her Easter basket because I could. She is 4, so don't judge me. Like, I can spoil my kid if I want to. But the inspiration for that was every holiday I theme whatever like the holiday is. So one year for Christmas, the theme was Frozen, because she loved Frozen. So we bought a bunch of Frozen stuff. And actually, when I say we bought a bunch, we bought like 3 things because we were so broke, but it was a Frozen theme. So this year she's really getting into like dress up. And I noticed, because I had a few of her friends that came over for different play dates, and there wasn't enough stuff for like all of them to even wear something, because she doesn't really have dress up stuff. So for Easter, guess what the theme was? Dress up. I think in the entire Easter basket, which is pretty big, and all of her Easter eggs, there's maybe 3 pieces of candy. There's a bigger chocolate bunny, there's a little chocolate bunny, and I think there is like a Pez dispenser. Everything else is like toy rings, jewelry, necklaces, no makeup, because she has way too much of that already. There's dresses, there's high heels, there's tons of like tiaras and wands and all that kind of crap. But I joined in April. So I basically joined right around Easter of 2016. We were beyond broke. Glory would have been, she's 4 now, so 3, 2, she would have been 1. Okay, her first Easter, she's 1, so really is not that huge of a deal, right? But I got her Easter dress from a thrift store because I was way too broke to go buy an Easter dress. I think I paid like $3 for it, no joke. I don't think we really did Easter eggs or anything because, again, she was 1. I think it would have been cute to be able to get her a stuffed bunny or something, but we had no money whatsoever. So I joined. Her first Easter was pretty sad when you look at, like, I couldn't do much for her. Joined in April of 2016. I went Ruby 4 months later, but I didn't build myself. Somebody else built me because they were trying to, well, they did. They earned the cruise that It Works was giving away. Basically, if you built it, or if you help somebody get to Ruby, so in my case, she just kind of built me because I was very lazy and I was not doing the work. And there's nothing wrong with that because she was worrying about her own business. I happened to be like in the line of fire when she was placing people, but that was not the fact. Okay, it hindered me a little bit because my mindset wasn't there, but that was not on her. That was on me. So I went Ruby 4 months into the business. And out of the 5 distributors that back then you had to have 5 distributors to go Ruby, I had 2 of them that I had signed. So not awful on distributors. One was from a cold message and one was Savannah, who I just got super lucky because someone did all the work for me. And I came in and was like, hey, you want to join my team? I don't really know what I'm doing, but like, here's the link, go sign up. So I got really lucky on that. The other distributor's not in the business anymore and Savannah's still here. So 50-50. The other 3 distributors are not in the company anymore. Pretty much, I would say 75% of the customers that I needed to go Ruby came from my enroller. They didn't come from me. So I was Ruby on paper, but I was not Ruby in mindset. And I remember my first Ruby check was less than $250. And I was like, man, I knew this was a scam. It says the average is 500. I'm Ruby. Okay, the average is also counting the fact that you are doing your steps to success every month. So they're banking on you getting $300 in bonuses. Okay, I don't know if you guys understand that, but that average chart includes your fast start bonuses. It is not, hey, if you get Ruby by your name, we're going to give you this amount of money. You have to work for that amount of money. So I was in my enroller's inbox and telling her like, man, this is a scam. This is false advertising. Y'all, I hadn't done none of the work to get myself to Ruby, but I was going to complain about it. That was the kind of mindset that I had. So that was 4 months into the business. 9 months into the business, I went Emerald. I bought a bunch of product to get myself to Emerald. Do not buy product to get yourself to a rank, guys. I used to train like that. I do not train like that anymore. Get there the right way because you know what's going to happen if you buy a bunch of products. You either have to buy it every single month or you're going to lose rank. I went Emerald and then I lost that rank for 5 months. And again, my enroller was helping build me because at this point, she was also trying to get a promotion. So it was not like, oh, Tanya's working so hard, I'm going to help her. It was, no, this is the only distributor I have that like, this is my leg I need to build, so this is what I'm going to build. I see some people leaving, and that's fine, guys. This is not for everybody. I promise you, I know this is a little more hardcore than some of you guys are expecting tonight, but when it comes to signing distributors, there is no easy way about it. You have to put in the work. And I'm going to, after telling my story, I'm literally going to give you like some practical step-by-step things that you can do to sign distributors. But it's important that you know kind of where I came from with this business because I wasn't somebody who signed and like, oh, look, I'm Ambassador Diamond, 9 months later. I had no network. I had been in several other MLMs. I was one of those who just kind of hop, skipped, and jumped because my mindset wasn't there at all. Even after I joined It Works, I looked at other MLMs because I was always convinced the grass was greener. Now, again, I'm a green. So what I did is I went out and I dissected. I'm not even joking either. If you can think of an MLM right now, drop it in the comments. Any MLMs, I guarantee there's not going to be one that you guys drop that I did not go research their comp plan. Because when I finally decided I was going to get serious and work this business, I wanted to make sure I was in the right company first. Like, I'm not kidding you. If somebody is trying to poach you, you need to take that as an insult because they think that you are stupid and you don't know the comp plan of your own company. Or they're stupid and they haven't done the research on the company that you're in. But either way, if you're being poached, you should take that as an insult unless your page is very evident that you are very successful in this company. Because if you're being poached, you look like easy prey. That is all there is to it. And if you are engaging with them and asking questions, you're giving yourself away that you're not all in with your company. So just a side note right there. So I went Emerald, lost my rank because I was dumb and I bought product to go Emerald. And then again, I was Emerald on paper, but I was probably maybe almost Ruby at that point with my mindset, even though I was Emerald on paper, but I probably wasn't even Ruby completely with my mindset. And then when I hit month 13 in the business, I went Diamond. Again, I bought a lot of product to go Diamond because I wanted to get that $5,000 bonus. And I lost Diamond for 12 months, guys. So realistically, I might have been Diamond on paper, but by the time I got my Diamond back and I maintained rank, I had been in the business for 2 years and I finally hit the mindset of Diamond. And I feel like I'm the majority, I'm not the minority. The minority of people hit this business and they already have the mindset of Diamond. They just have to put in the work to get there. The majority of people, we want Diamond, but we see all the things that we need to do to sign a distributor, and we completely ignore the mindset work that we need to do first. Because you cannot lead a team if you have the mindset of, well, this may or may not work. Not totally convinced it's not a scam. I feel like people are making money off of me. Like, you're never going to build a strong Diamond team when you don't have a strong Diamond mentality. You can get there on paper, but you're not keeping it and you're definitely not getting those big paychecks. So again, just to recap, 3 Easters ago, basically I joined the business. 2 Easters ago, I was ready to quit because I thought this was a scam. I was Emerald, but I had lost my bonus. I had lost my rank. It was everybody else's fault because, of course, I was the victim. I wasn't doing anything for this. I wasn't putting the work in, but for some reason, it was someone else's fault. A year ago, I finally maintained Diamond, but I had been in this for 2 years, remember. Diamond, the average is like $1,900 and some dollars if you are doing your steps to success every month. So that means you got to sign distributors. My first maintaining Diamond check was a little bit lower than that. So it wasn't even $2,000. And I had been in for 2 years. That means 2 years of making less than $24,000 a year, guys. That's not even part-time income, I don't think. Like, that's not a lot of money. It is super cute when we all like to say, oh, well, if we promote once a year for 9 years, we're going to be ambassador. Okay, if you promote once a year for 9 years, it's going to take you 4 years to get to Diamond. That means 4 years of making less than part-time income for busting your butt and working on yourself. Are you really willing to take 4 years to get to Diamond? If not, this business might not be right for you. Or you need to put in a lot more work. If you are, you're exactly where you need to be. Now you just need to consistently work. And very few people that I've talked to that are Diamonds or above, it took 4 years. I was a hot mess for the whole time I've been in the business up until about a year ago. And I got to Diamond mindset-wise in 2 years. So realistically, probably not going to take you 4 years. But you need to be ready for it to take as long as it takes and tell yourself, I don't care how long it takes me to get there. I'm going to keep failing forward until I get there. Guys, I can tell you right now, it's worth it. Okay, when I had my daughter, before I joined It-Works, I was working full-time managing a marketing company. I worked a lot of hours, like way more than full-time. I was up and out the door at 5:30 in the morning. I didn't get back until 5 or 6 o'clock at night. My daughter was in daycare, no joke, for 12 hours a day. And then I would come home, I would rush through dinner, bath time. My house was never clean because God knows I did not have time for that. I barely had time to go through a fast food drive-through some nights. Saturdays, I would work half the day while my daughter stayed with my husband. Sundays, we worked all day because we also run a ministry. So that's a full-time job in itself when you count the hours you're putting in to prepare for Sunday. And for Wednesday night with our family, we go 3 times a week. And 2 of those times we're actively teaching other people's kids for a minimum of 90 minutes. Sometimes it's closer to 2, 3, 4 hours. So there's a lot of prep work that goes into that. So I was not seeing my daughter. I was not seeing my husband. I was so busy. Yet I was ignorance on fire and was not going to join this business because there was no way I was getting myself into a scam. I had a real job. That is what I told my enroller. I went as far as to make posts about her and how she was obviously photoshopping all these before and after pictures. I was in her inbox telling her to stop messaging me. I was commenting on her before and afters, telling people that basically like it was a scam, and I was just that person. Okay. So fluke that I even joined this business, but it was a good fluke. So all that to say, that's kind of my story. I would absolutely say take quitting off the table because, like I said, I just bought my daughter, made her an incredible freaking Easter basket that 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to afford a $10 one at Walmart. And if it were not for this business, I would be working 9 to 5, or in my case, 6 to 6, because I was never off at 5 o'clock and I never had to go in at 9. But now my day looks exactly how I want my day to look. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But I remember April Jennings made a post and she said, if in a year, this is when I was brand new, she said, if in a year you are making $800 a month, that is $800 more than you were making before this business. Now, if I say that and your first reaction is, if I'm only making $800 in a year, it's not worth it. Telltale sign your mindset is wrong. I messaged my enroller when I read that and I said, if I'm only making $800 a month, I'm quitting. Like, I can make that at my other job. I did not catch the vision. Guys, this is not about a paycheck. This is about freedom. This is about being able to live your life on your own terms and work at making a buttload of money. Okay, I don't know any of y'all's backgrounds, so I'm saying this a little bit out of ignorance, but I don't think any of you guys are smart enough to go get a job that's going to pay you $30,000 a month. And that's not a slight on you. That's like very few percentage of the population has the brains to go get that kind of a job. And usually you're in school for years and years and years, and you may be making $30,000 a month, but you probably got, several hundreds of thousands in debt to do it. So this is the only way that the average person gets to make brain surgery income and still be able to have a life. Okay, like that literally, that is it. So the practical things. I have 13 things written down. There's almost definitely going to be a split in this. So if this Zoom shuts off, just get right back on. Same number, like I'll literally just start the Zoom again. These are in no particular order. I literally just needed to brainstorm and figure out, like, how am I signing distributors consistently? And there's several things that are like telltale signs that stepped out to me. The first one is prospect. Guys, if you're not messaging people, don't complain to me that you're not signing distributors. Ray Higdon, if y'all have not been on my Zooms in a while, like, Ray Higdon is the most awesome network marketing person you're ever going to get advice from. I'm not saying that to slight anybody in networks, but he is somebody who, Savannah, you better not be laughing at me. He is someone who is, he built to the top of his network marketing company, and then he started a coaching company. He's not someone who couldn't make it in network marketing, so decided to coach. He's someone who made it big in network marketing. He's real good friends with Eric Worre. Eric Worre does not endorse most network marketing coaches, because most network marketing coaches are people that dropped out of the network marketing business because it was too hard and they couldn't make it. Okay, I'm thinking of one right now. She used to be in Networks. She made it all the way to a whole double diamond, and I'm not sliding you if you're double diamond. I'm not even there yet. It takes work. But you are not to the point where, oh, I'm a network marketing professional. If you were, you would have been ambassador. You're not a network, or not, I'm sorry, not a professional. A network marketing guru. Professional, I feel like we all hit that at different levels. I have a Ruby on my team that's a professional. But a network marketing guru, a network marketing know-it-all, if you were, you would have built to the top of your company. You're not a know-it-all. You just decided it was too hard, so you'd rather take money from people who are in network marketing and quote-unquote coach them. The problem is you can't coach them to get past where you were. So if I'm going to take coaching from a network marketing guru, it's going to be someone who's been at the top and made 7 figures in network marketing and then decided to be a coach. Okay, so don't get it twisted. Like, don't be getting coaching from people who their highest level isn't even where you want to go. So prospect. He says it all the time. You've got to prospect. Now, I feel like, especially I hear it in my team all the time. You are not messaging to sign distributors. You are messaging to create curiosity for them to become a distributor. Okay, when you message them, it's not to steal the deal. It's to plant that seed in their mind of, oh, making money from social media is an option, because not a lot of people know that it is. Then it's crucial that your page does not look like crap, because this is what happens. There's 2 kinds of people in this business. There's the kind of person that sends out a cold message that's super simple, that says something like, hey, have you ever thought about making extra money doing what I do? I think you'd be great at this. 1000% of the time, the person receiving the message, what's the first thing that they do? They go to your profile, because they don't want to message you back if you're doing something they don't want to do. They see it works all over your profile. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm just not going to message them back, because they think they already know what we do. Now, granted, they don't. Like, if they would have a conversation with you, you could enlighten them on what we're really about. They just have had a bad experience somewhere along the line, and they don't want to do it. So instead of giving you the option to change their mind and at least give them some education, they're not even going to message you back. And then you're mad because you messaged 100 people and only 4 of them replied. It's your fault. Your page looks like crap. Okay, that's all there is to it. The second person messages, the person receiving it goes to their timeline, sees pretty pictures, you talking about your kid, you talking about your dog, a positive quote, something funny. They have no idea how you're making money. They have no choice but to message you and say, you know, I don't really know that I'm interested in this. I don't like sales, but what do you do? Your primary goal with prospecting is to create conversations. That is it. Now, we're lucky because our conversations, even after we follow up, even if they don't join, they host a post. So you're automatically in their network. If you're doing it right, if you're spamming all of your page, they're definitely not going to post on their wall for you, even if they do finally message you back. So that's the first thing. You've got to be prospecting. And then with the line of prospecting, you need to be tracking how many people you prospect. I did this. Ranked Makers is the group that Ray Higdon runs. A lot of my top leaders are in there. A lot of It Works top leaders are in there. Christina Whiteley is just one to name a few. I don't want to name all of them because not all of them are public with them being in there. But Christina Whiteley is. And so I know she wouldn't mind me name dropping her. She's a presidential diamond. She knows her stuff in and out, yet she's still smart enough to realize, hey, this guy knows more than me. Maybe I'm going to take some lessons from him. So she's the one who got me into Ranked Makers. And I learned more in probably 2 months than I did the whole 3 years I was with this company. And again, that's not to slight this company. This company trains on so many different avenues. Ranked Makers solely trains on social media marketing. So It Works as a whole. They train us on the products. They train us on a little bit of social media. They train us on how to do wrap parties. They train us on how to be a little bit more of a leader. This is going to end in 10 minutes. So no joke, when it stops, just get right back on. However, Ranked Makers train solely on social media. So before I was ever in Ranked Makers, I would make up little sheets and track how many people I messaged every day. Now, I questioned myself if I possibly was like wasting time doing that. I wasn't really sure until I got into Ranked Makers. And guess what they have us do every single week? We fill out a tracking sheet. Every week we report how, it's just an accountability thing. How many people we prospected, how many people we followed up with, how many people, I don't remember the else. There's like 3 things that we fill out. So every single week I'll show you the sheet. You can just do a plain piece of paper. I am a visual person, so I like to make mine pretty. This is mine for this week. I think you can, if you can't see it all the way, that's fine, but I can't read backwards either. So this says host to post. I don't know them in order, but host to post, distributor messaging, follow-ups, loyal customer messages, and then at the top I have the parties, and at the bottom I have interacting. That actually might be off order, but that's the ones that I have. So my goal every single day is to ask 25 people to host a post for me, follow up with 25 people, send out 25 product messages. That could be people commenting on hosted posts and I'm messaging them for the first time about the product. That's a product message. I just did it smart and I got them to come to me instead of messaging 1,000 people to get 5 that are interested. 25 new distributor messages, and then invite 10 people to our party, which guys, we have every single week. If you're not inviting people to the party, don't complain that you're not signing people, okay? That is one tool that we have for you, that we do all of the work. Janice, Savannah, and I do these parties. And there's going to be a few other people that are going to start doing them soon. But we do all the work for you. We provide the prizes. All you have to do is hit the freaking invite button and invite your potentials that you've talked to throughout the week. And then I interact for 5 minutes on each of Facebook and Instagram, because I do work both platforms. So every single week, you need to be tracking what you're doing. And you only need to be tracking the good. Meaning, I don't give a crap how many people didn't message you back. If you're tracking that, you are wasting time. All you need to be tracking are the people that you're messaging. Because this is what happens. So many times, people message me, it's getting hard, I can't sign people, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so-and-so, how many people did you message today? Oh, I don't know, I lost track. Okay, because you're probably lying, first off, because if you only messaged like 9 people, you didn't lose track. You just don't want to tell me 9. If you did lose track, that's fine. I get it. I used to not track things, but that's on you, because you are always going to feel like you did more work than you actually did. I can't tell you how many nights I knew I messaged 100 people, and then I counted them up and I messaged like 37. And I was like, oh man, did I miss something? Man, I got to double check these messages. They got to be hiding. I know I messaged 100 people. No, I didn't. I just thought I did because I felt like I was working so hard and I wasn't used to putting in that work. So number 1 is prospecting. Number 2 is tracking the people you prospect. I'm going to look at the chat real quick and then we're just going to hop off and hop back on. Let me make sure there's no questions. No butterflies and roses here, Savannah. You should know me. I'm not positive enough for that. You don't get product from the BB that you purchase for yourself. I think that you're new. When I said I bought volume for other stuff, you can buy and move volume. We're not going to get into that because you really shouldn't be doing it. Like, there are exceptions to the rule and your upline can help you with that. But as a rule of thumb, you shouldn't just be buying product and, you know, giving it to people. So you get BV off of it. You don't get paid off of what you buy. I think that's where you're thinking. No, this week there's not a party because it's Easter. This is like one of the very few weeks we're not having one, but there is the one after that. And there's already a link for it. It's been posted several times, so go find it and go invite people. So I'm going to hop off of this. Everybody use the same number, get right back on, and we will finish out these steps.